Alrighty, we're back. We gotta return to the hideaway now. Meet up with Gav. I don't really know what we're looking for from Gav. I don't really know what we're waiting on to hear from him.
Where's Gav?
But we got to meet up with him apparently. What's up, Gav?
Ah, Clive! I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
I wonder how Gav took the loss of
You remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the
Sid.
Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the MotherCrystals. Four MotherCrystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed.
It's Dalmatia. I already forgot.
Coastline Dominion.
Is it Dalmatia that's up against the Empire right now?
Bulk of the Republican army marching
We could probably make our way to the Republic then, right?
be left exposed.
Yeah.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us,
I guess not.
he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Iron.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield.
Yeah. Rosfield.
And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune.
You knew that we were Rosfield, right? You were just confused about making the connection. Not that we are also a Rosfield. Or did you never know? I just feel like you should have been told or informed or overheard at some point. How could you not have known? So is that the bounties, the notorious mocks there? Otto's counter. Doesn't look like much of a counter to me. Alliance reports, the patrons whisper, and the hunt board. So the hunt board would be the bounties, I imagine, for the notorious marks. Other than that, unsure. We're gonna go check though.
Waiting for indeed.
I really want to continue, but we're gonna check it out. I hope to find some kind of information on what that one currency or points is. Okay, so you, what are you?
What's the matter, Nectar? The hunt board?
It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean... Right. The people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. The last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing on, and perhaps I can.
What? You're the mightiest of Moogles. None of these beasts stand a chance against you. So you need me to go beat them, is what you just said. How's that make sense exactly? What is this? Why is it still not explained? I wish it would say something like hovering over it or something. Okay. What are you? Oh wait, that's the same symbol, right?
That mean...
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen as a toll. But I still catalogue every... Come
What is
to
this?
your just desserts.
So it's called Renown, and I can use it for what? Get crates. These crates have items in it. This is a pretty good haul. The ability points tempts me on that. At the same time, I kind of like the idea. I'm curious of what the Berserker ring is. I'm curious about saving up. I mean, actually, it might not be spending. Like, you may not lose the renown. You just have to... I think it might not spend it.
Here you are.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's just unlocking.
You earned this.
So cool, they're just free to claim once you reach that.
All done?
Cool, that's pretty cool. And what are you? Oh wait, you're the reports thing. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Very cool. Let's continue. See if we can find a way to the iron something. To Drake's breath.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Why are you rushing ahead, Torgo?
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
Yeah, that's where you were being held as...
What?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the
Just as you've gone with me, I will face your past with you.
Come on.
How far are we? Is it that structure I can see quite far in the distance?
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
What's that big tower there? A fallen structure, I think.
There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Alright, so I think it probably is that, whatever that place is way over there. Maybe. Maybe not. Why are we so slow? Oh, I had to press button. Okay, let's get going. Actually, let me fight once. I want to see how many ability points I'll get from a battle here, since they're higher level. Just curious what difference the level makes. So when I was fighting level 19s, they were giving me like 28 points per battle. This 28. What the heck? So the level just doesn't freaking matter? Okay, I thought maybe I was getting less because of lower level, but apparently that doesn't make a single freaking difference. So apparently you just barely get any points. There needs to be a way to get more points, ability points. Some of those upgrades are just so expensive. How the heck am I supposed to get this stuff?
Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you!
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befalls her. It would be a pity to make examples of you all for the transport.
Of course, your lordship.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village?
Then they must be.
Well, let's go see what they're up to.
Fancy dance the gallows chick
Why do we even bother? Why do we have to do this? Like I talked about, time wasters.
What was all that about?
Said this at the end of the last part.
Someone's been stirring up trouble. The Empire wants answers, and what
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Sheep.
I'm surprised they're not just going around killing people trying to figure it out. Surprised they even bothering just investigating.
You seen it?
I'm sorry.
The Black Sheep. At least I think there was a Black Sheep.
Was this the first time?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. If only we were. I might have turned him in and become a black.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
I mean, he talked about someone stealing from them and stuff. We're not doing that.
I know that.
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial...
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing.
And what's your problem, you old man?
And we have nothing. You are to leave, Amber.
May I at least...
I don't know who you are or what brings you here. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great. Some might call it submission. This village will not.
Then we shall be on our...
Yeah. I understand, man. It's rough. Just trying to live, protect people.
These people live with a knife to them. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my...
Obedience bought with...
Are you all right?
Sorry, we still don't know who the Black Shields are.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem that other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against these? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Perhaps the next village will...
A potential new ally that is standing against the Empire, who apparently has even killed a Black Shield Knight.
Or whatever lurks here.
I wonder who it could be. What the heck? Fallen.
Ever since the apology trip, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The MotherCrystals collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
What? What is the idea? I would like to know, even if I wouldn't like it, even if it's kind of a bad thing, I'd still like to know. You may be wrong as well. I feel like it's probably related to Ultima, right? He seems to be involved, related to this stuff. Oh, well, what are you guys up to? You having a good day?
More of my mother's men.
Nice day, isn't it? What a beautiful day we're having. Oh, didn't realize we attracted some other nuisances. How irritating. Wanted this to be quick. Left combat. I don't need to go to them. Okay. This way. It's kind of far. Yeah. I thought maybe there's a chance I could hug the wall and just ignore it, but I guess that was too much to hope for. Are you not dead yet? You looked pretty low. I feel like I should have killed you earlier. Hey, you fellas. I don't think I've ever heard him say the name when swapping. Backwards with that. Let me pick this up. Gosh darn, are you serious? Out of my way. What's with the blood?
Blood.
Seems a little concerning.
And still wet.
Over the edge there, over the ledge. And more black shields.
To stay in your homes.
I wasn't told anything. First time hearing it. I just got here.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Yeah.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness.
We're not who you were looking for. In case you were thinking that, we're just like a separate party, just also wanting to fight you. I feel like that's been doing more damage before. Why is that all it did? Why did it really hurt that one guy over? Wait, did he heal? Oh, it's because the magic guy. Gosh, and he's freaking healing. He freaking healed everyone. Gosh darn. Well, how about this? How'd that not do more damage? We have taken down more of these black shields. Irritating people. We actually gonna talk to one of them?
To the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camp. They await you in Old Hill.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
A branded was freed. Oh, what a... Even though we were asking who they're looking for, they still thinking it might have been us to say that? I mean, we haven't freed any branded from a camp of theirs. Right? It's not us. We're not related to this. We're trying to figure it out.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
Well, that is a sad sight. But why? What?
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Clive.
I don't understand.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
I don't. Were those? I don't. Yeah, I don't understand.
We can't leave them.
Yeah, it's sad. Messed up.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Yeah, I'm a little confused. I don't know. But anyway, who the heck freed Branded and then they did that?
Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosfield.
Who are they searching for still? I don't understand. I feel like it couldn't have been us. I mean, we like just came to this area. We haven't been here. I feel like it doesn't make much sense.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Is there another way I could have came from this way? I mean, there's Oldhill right there on the path here. I don't see another place I could have come from. What the heck kind of stupid question is that if I came by way of Oldhill?
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
You find no succor to the south, travellers, nor beyond the Buet.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hide of thieves and blackguards.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
What happened? What do you mean the nobles that lived here? What'd she do to the nobles?
That's the main.
What? I don't understand.
And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
I'm confused. Why is the city closed off? What the heck's going on?
Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stars! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Why? Why must we be unnoticed, though? And how? Walk around, see if there's a way around the wall.
I suspect everyone. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built. The Lazarus.
Okay.
We'll find our way into the city.
So this is like a noble home district. I imagine this is where the nobles live.
Do you think it's safe?
Just a little outside of the main town. So they're not stuck with the common
The good
folk.
news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Why can't I just enter that gate? Why must I run further to the other gate? The Lazarus district.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
I don't understand what happened here. Why is everyone gone? Why is it abandoned? What happened to the nobles? You said your mother happened, but like, in what way? What'd she do? What happened? I don't understand why anything would be done to affect them. Is that a good old bandit? Taking up shop in some noble houses.
We'll show ourselves out.
Some comfy living. Is this really necessary? We were even going on our way. Why must we fight? There's nothing to gain here. It's just a loss of men for you. I mean, I was very clearly having a sword on my back. You could assume that I know how to wield it and wasn't just going around with it for no reason. So even if I was just an average fighter, there was risk involved of losing you know, at least one of your men.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Why risk it?
He's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
And who is that?
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Is that my knight? One of the two? I don't remember what happened to them.
Forgive me, my lord.
Or maybe it's not the specific one.
You have naught to fear from us.
They're former knights of Rosaria.
It really is you.
It is.
Sir, wait, is that one of the two? I don't remember the names. What happened to the other one? There was the two guys that were like assigned to you at that goblin subjugation.
We can speak inside.
Kind of feel bad now. Why are we acting just like bandits? Okay, I didn't kill anyone, thankfully. I just injured on the ground. What the heck's with this? Why'd you guys even bother, like, attack me?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know.
She's had a child.
She can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
Who's her son? The only one we know is that prince, the Bahamut dominant. I feel like he didn't look young enough.
Perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shield have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I'm really confused now.
Very well.
I can't remember exactly how it went down at the start.
I would be honored to
At the Phoenix Gate.
And we at yours.
So Wade, let us do our duty.
I couldn't remember like how he separated from him and how he's still alive, since I'm sure he's one of the two knights.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just
It makes me also curious about where the other one was. I imagine he did not survive, but I just can't remember.
an honor.
What are we up to?
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I, sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge, while the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see. They prefer to fight in...
How small exactly?
Small enough. Now that I have you and Lady Jill...
But until we arrived, that was your plan.
So wait. The bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade.
There is but one thing which will grant them putting an end to the Black...
And so we shall.
Why do I feel like some of them are like dressed appropriately, like have like some form of like armor, even if it's just leather, you know, like this guy, they like actually seem geared up, and then like the majority just in these like cloth little shirts and stuff, they just look like random bandits. Is there a waypoint or whatever they're called? Can we just teleport there?
We tracked down the
Where's my party?
and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say,
I don't want to interrupt.
it's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Okay, I'm looking. There is not. Let's get a ride. Got one for everyone now, right? Let's go.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
What up, ow? What up, ow? What? I'm here to kill you. What up, ow? You're gonna die today.
I told you. We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame. Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields.
The might of the Black Shields.
With your flame.
So funny. What is with the confidence?
Your petty revolution ends here.
Well, sure talking a lot now.
On these our swords we swear.
Oh. Well, you're kind of not really lasting. I mean, you're dead. Ow. Got one hit on me.
Bloody hell.
Reinforcements.
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
Gosh darn, why? I hate freaking... Ouch. Ah, man, probably too far. I don't know, it has some range to its activation. More? Yeah, small ones at least. I'm almost killing this one. There we go. Head down. Oh man, you tried to hit me. I don't even know how that one died. It looked like Torgal went to attack him, but missed. So it's a black shield jumping guy, it looks like.
In taking it, you have but proven our point.
What's your point?
That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Aww. I don't understand how it proves your point, but oh, okay. Oh, look at your jumping. Black shield jumping guy. So very impressive. I'm always so impressed by your jumps. How do I feel like you were dying or quicker than this? Like why does it all of a sudden feel like I can't? Wasn't hurting you as much. Wasn't making as great progress on your health. Okay. I'm gonna do this. And you're about to be staggered again. Yeah, double jump. There you go. Gonna do this. And you're dead. Wow, so much fun. Is that what the black shields have to offer? Ultimately, what makes you different and mightier than the other Imperial knights?
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
It did. We sent every last one of the rock. Perhaps this will be enough to stop.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this lot. She'll move swiftly to see her.
And then it will all.
That was all of the black shields. Pretty small force.
Every foe we fell, and not yet be that as it may. It for as long as the Firebirds and her loyal subjects may dream of a day.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde? A sound strategy.
I feel like that's not what I was gonna say, but good idea.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your...
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the and had I known of this tunnel back then, I would...
I suppose a formal request for an audience.
And appearances. Were the Vice Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, where he would be of no use to... And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the... It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be...
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something... It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it.
Cool.
I shall wear it.
Display it.
You do. I don't want my men attacking you again.
And just hope.
If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Hope no one else knows what it means. Because if it's ever known, then it would also be a sign that, you know, for your enemies, that you're enemies. Port Isolde, the Imperial province of Rosaria. Rosfield Manor. We're already in the manor? I thought...
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Did we just introduce ourselves as, you know, Clive Rosfield and Jill whatever? Whatever her name is.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Well, how do you do, Uncle? Yeah, he came in with a weapon. I think that was the thought. Well, hello. It's a nice act.
My surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Yeah. Real surprised, huh?
Clive Rosfield died long ago.
Hey, you questioned it for a moment.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Can I prove it somehow? I don't know.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshard.
What is this? Some sort of history between the two of them?
Thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown,
Funny act.
I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
That from a play or something? What the heck is that?
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest matter in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Come on.
Sit.
Have a nice reunion for once. Just enjoy the moment. It can wait a little bit. It kind of is a bad idea if, like, Empire hears about us, though.
Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much.
What if it actually somehow was a monster? Similar to, like, Ultima. You know, how he tried to, like, merge with us? Like, take over our body and stuff?
20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more.
But she was already bad, and it just seems like got worse, so doesn't seem that crazy that it's just her.
All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim.
We talked about the crystals and stuff.
Only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides,
How much did we tell him?
on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
What?
Whose authority?
What are you talking about?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
I'd say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Wait, is he actually joining us or doing something? What does he mean? This will be fun. We were just asking for a ship. Aren't you like set up here? Don't you have stuff going on?
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
The boiling sea? Why the heck's it called that?
Something on your mind?
Is it actually boiling? Really hot somehow?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice.
Obviously.
Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's.
Quite common.
I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused.
Quite common. Like an actual thing about like soldiers serving a country. Remove themselves from any guilt and stuff. They like get really disconnected from it and just follow orders. It's common psychology thing. I don't really understand that much. No expert, but I just know there's like a experiment or like a test done on it. On people following orders, doing seemingly terrible things.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive.
Even when they're not being threatened by something.
I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
Of course.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
When we encounter the Titan, eventually.
Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and
The place we're heading to, which I keep forgetting the name, I'm pretty sure it's Iron something. They shouldn't have a dominant anymore, because she was, you know, a dominant under them. They don't have another. Unless they somehow got another one since losing her. Which I feel like not likely. I don't think there's any others to get. Wait, what? Why are we going to the hideaway? We gotta make way to Iron whatever. Cannot remember the name. But gosh, what was I saying?
Only the founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom.
In the future,
Probably make an educated guess.
if we like encounter and have to fight the Titan, I wonder if Jill and Clive will like team up, you know? Like both in their dominant forms fighting. That'd be kind of neat. It's another side quest with that plus mark. Only one I've seen before is when I unlocked Ambrosia, so it might mean it's special. Again, I think this is gonna have to be my stopping point for the day. As always, thanks for watching, if you did watch, of course. And I'll see you next time.